Hey friends, welcome to Smart Money Experts. On this channel you will get the hottest stocks tips and alerts to trade in the direction of the smart money institutions and influencers. If this sounds good to you, please hit that like and subscribe button, with bell notification turn on to all, so you don't miss out on the hottest trending stocks alert, and miss out on some serious gains. But before we begin, please know I am not a financial advisor, I'm just a virtual computer program to give you the best stock tips for you to do your own research. The channel's material is only for education and entertainment purposes only. Alright. Let's get this money. Here we go. These are the top 3 stocks pick, from the top influencers with over 100,000 subscribers on their channel. If you want the full video to these stocks picks, the links to their channel will be in the descriptions. Let's get this money. The first stocks picks is from Dead End Side, with 151,000 subscribers on his channel.
So before I talk about the CPS Technologies purchase order that was announced yesterday, I want to tell you this. My father recently started investing. He just started about a week ago and he wanted me to help him. So I downloaded the Robinhood app. This is before the whole Robinhood controversy. I downloaded the Robinhood app for him. I invested in 3 stocks for him. It was STPK, MP, and CPSH. And then I told him to delete the app and he said, okay, yeah, I'll do it. And then I looked at his phone. I saw he didn't do it. So I deleted the Robinhood app off of his phone. These are long-term plays. These are stocks that I think will dramatically outperform the S&P 500 in the next 5 years. This is my opinion, and I can only form my opinion based off of my past results. Joe Biden has trillion-dollar plans for green energy. CPSH is also helping NASA get their rover to Mars, and that's going to be happening this month, so that's another potential catalyst. They have ties now with the military. I really care about the green energy and the space industry. That's what made me like super bullish on CPSH, but the military thing was looked at as a side venture for me in my head. And this little side venture is why this stock jumped 33% after hours yesterday when it was announced. And I was getting into it with a guy on Twitter and he said on January 19th, CPSH, the music is over. Welcome, Dead Inside bag holders. Like everyone who's following me, they're just going to be holding the bag with CPSH. And then I said on January 19th, NASA's rover is landing on Mars next month with the help of CPSH, and Biden's trillion-dollar climate plans are benefiting almost every sector CPSH is in. Their patents are why NASA is using them, and with the space industry growing, it's easy to see why you might delete this tweet. Anyways, this guy has now blocked me. It is very rare for me to find a stock that is in so many growing sectors, like this. Like how Roaring Kitty, how that deep effing value, that guy on Reddit was so bullish on GameStop. CPSH might be my GameStop. I know it's different, yeah, short squeeze and all that stuff, I know, but this is the stock that I want to represent me. In the next 5 years, I'm expecting that this stock will outperform the S&P 500. That's the game that I'm playing. That's a good way of looking at stocks in my opinion. I've said this before, but just try to look at the S&P 500. Those are the top 500 companies in America, and look at that chart for a year and then look at your portfolio for a year. If you're beating the S&P 500, then you're winning. I look at it like that, and I'm expecting CPSH to do that within the next 5 years.
Thank you, Dead End Side, for the first stock picks on our list. Let's now go on to the second stock picks. Next, here we have top influencer Mcash, and he has 138,000 subscribers on his channel. Again, the link to his channel will be in the descriptions. Now let's get this money.
Let's get right into it. Today I'm going to be talking about a stock I picked up Mora, and I'm holding 2,000 shares strong. It is trading at $2 a share at the time of this recording and has huge growth potential. I can see the stock having a great run this year because of the sector they are in and the possibilities with this company. Many institutions and well-respected investors are loading up on this stock and it can just take off. Now before I start talking about the stock, make sure you subscribe and hit the bell for more videos like this. Anyway, the stock I'm going to be talking about today is very advanced in the biotech market, and they look at epigenetics and can reduce the death rates for many different health conditions. The stock I'm going to be going over is Salarius Pharmaceuticals, or ticker symbol SLRX. Now before you go search it up, let me explain why I'm invested and what they do. They have medicines for many types of cancers for both children and adults, as well as epigenetic illnesses. They are a genomic company, and they can turn off and turn on certain genes for people with cancer, and this can suppress the growth of cancer, which is huge. They have a treatment right now that can change many gene expressions for tumors and hematological cancers. There is a certain gene known as the LSD1 gene that can mutate and overexpress itself and cause cancer. What their treatment does is they control that gene and it prevents cancer from spreading or starting up. With many of these illnesses and diseases, prevention is huge, and the medical field is trying to move toward preventing these cancers rather than treating them once they arise. They have treatments for sarcoma, and this condition has a 70 to 90% mortality rate for 5 years, and this cancer is in desperate need for more effective treatments. Their CEO explains the situation better in this really short clip.
This is a very exciting time with Salarius. So we are an oncology-focused biotechnology company. We are developing treatments for patients that need them the most. And a couple of examples of that is the first clinical study you referred to is Ewing sarcoma, a rare, devastating childhood and young adult bone and soft tissue cancer, and there really are no treatments. The only thing these kids have is adult chemotherapy, radiation, and we think our lead compound, seclidemstat, can potentially change the paradigm for these patients and give them hope. We have 2 studies up and running. We're actively recruiting to treat patients with Ewing sarcoma and advanced solid tumors. We have tremendous financial support from the Cancer Prevention Research Institute of Texas, or CPRIT. We received almost a $19 million award to locate to Texas and develop these drugs. We target an enzyme, and not only does that enzyme play a critical role in Ewing sarcoma, but it can potentially play a role in a number of the cancers that we've unfortunately all heard of: prostate, breast, ovarian.
Now you can see the multiple different areas of cancer they can provide for using this DNA method, and it's a huge market. This one cancer especially is one of the most deadly in the world and is in desperate need for treatments. This sector is huge, and even Cathie Wood, the CEO of ARK Invest, thinks the genomic sector can 10x by 2025. This is a very disruptive place to be, and right now with biotech stocks, we are experiencing a big hype phase. Now on top of the funding mentioned in that clip, they recently got even more money, and usually when the mortality rate is this high, the funding won't be the hardest thing to receive.
Thank you Mcash for our second stock picks on our list. Let's now go on to the final stock picks of the day. Finally, here we have another top influencer, the Traveling Trader, and he has 156,000 subscribers on his channel. Again, the link to his channel will be in the descriptions. Now let's get this money.
Without further ado, let's get right into it. Stock number 1 that I'm going to be talking about is Naked Brand Group. A lot of you are familiar with this. The ticker symbol is NAKD. Now, why am I looking at Naked Brand Group? Well, it's not so much that I believe in their fundamentals, but there are 3 main reasons. 1, they just had a share offering on February 1st, so a few days ago. It is one of the most heavily shorted stocks right now, especially in the penny stock category. You see here that 44%, it has 44% short interest. Really, for me, anything over 20% and the alarm bells start going off because it is a potential short squeeze. So we have the offering, we have the short interest, and then also from a technical perspective, it retraced back down to the 21 EMA after that offering. And as we see time and time again, especially if you're a fan of this channel, that when stocks, penny stocks specifically, when they do offerings and they retrace back down to the 21 EMA, we usually see them continue their momentum and their rally from then on. So this is a pretty low risk entry because you could set your stop limit below the 21 EMA. So this is more of a swing trade for me, and for those reasons listed, I like Naked Brand.
Thank you Traveling Trader for our final stocks picks of the day, and thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe for more regular stocks and crypto picks alerts. See you on the next video. Let's get this money.